Good morning, football to you. We're here live in New York City. We are now joined by a 7-year NFL vet who finished his 3rd season with the Chargers. This past season, he anchored an offensive line that gave up just 18 sacks. That's fewer than any team in the entire NFL. He's also a musician. He just dropped his first album titled, check this out, Butterflies, Rainbows, and Moonbeams. Woo! That's fire. Listen, it's a morning show, so we all want a big cup of Joe, and we got that for you. Welcome, Chargers tackle Joe Barcksdale to the building.
What's up, Big Joe?
Thanks for having me.
Big
morning,
Joe, and just moments ago, it's fitting, actually, having an offensive line here. We have an offensive lineman pulling up to the Combine. It's going to be a huge day for them. It's all about the Combine this week, and we know they're going to run, they're going to lift, they're going to do drills, they're going to do everything, try to put themselves in a position to have a great career like you're doing right now. What was that experience like going to the Combine?
I mean, for me, it was bad. And I'll say bad because, I mean, you know, the TV makes it look cool, and then you get there and you realize you're not sleeping. And then after 2 days of no sleep, you got to go work out like the first thing in the morning. I mean, it's a necessary evil, you know, to the job, but I don't know anybody that came back from the Combine and was like, hey, that was amazing.
I mean, they don't exactly look like they're having a blast.
Exactly.
That's a good point. They don't. You can't sleep?
Not really, I mean.
Because you're nervous or just no time?
No, there's no time.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about it. They're trying to, you know, squeeze, I would say, maybe a month's worth of interviews into 2 days.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not sleeping.
All the while trying to work out, get ready for your workouts. You're talking to your agent, talking to your family, thinking about the coaches, anxiety level on 1,000. But
1,000.
you did it, and you're here. So what advice would you give these guys, though, as you see them walking in?
Keep working. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, especially around Combine time, people start to put a lot of stock into where they were drafted and all that other kind of stuff. I think at the end of the day, you just got to keep working. I mean, there were guys that were drafted ahead of me that aren't playing football anymore. And there were, you know, statistics show that there are guys that were drafted after me that'll probably play longer than I do. So at the end of the day, it's not about where you start. It's about what happens when you get there.
It's not about what they say, it's what you do. Now, before we get to the album and the off-the-field stuff, you guys are one of the hottest teams in the business. You guys, the second half of the season, winning 6 of the last 7 games. What do you think clicked? Because we were sitting here like we were watching a movie, and we were like, shock and awe. And then you guys got it together, and I'm like, whew, these boys are heating up.
I thought they were going to make a movie about our season. We were going to the Super Bowl. I honestly think it was the 0-4 start. You know, it showed us a lot about ourselves. I mean, when you think about it, you know, the preseason, first team offense goes out there and scores. First team defense goes out there and stops somebody. We high-fiving on the sideline. It's great. We started to see that adversity from week 1, and I feel like it brought us really close together as a team. This is probably the closest team I've been on since I've been in the league.
Wow.
And I credit that 0-4 start with that because it kind of showed us, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, you know, what's going on outside. They're going to hate you when you lose, and they're going to love you when you win it. So we really just need to come together, you know.
You're dropping gems right now.
We were talking about the Chargers earlier before the show, and with the way that AFC West is looking, this might be your year.
It could be the year. And we love the Chargers here because we love a lot of your players. It's a very exciting team.
That.
But over the last few years, it's always been that. It's always been like, they're right there. They're almost there. They're going to make the jump. And it's the slow start last year. So as a guy who's in there, what needs to change? What needs to change with this team to make the jump? Because we're rooting for you.
Our left tackle, Russell Okung, says that, you know, it takes time to build a culture. And I think over the last 3 seasons, you know, just based off the record and, you know, statistics, I'm not a big stats guy. But, you know, and when you just look at the complete body of work in the team over the last 3 years, you can tell that we're trending upward, and I feel like we just got to keep working. I feel like we showed some flashes. I mean, we've shown flashes since I've been a Charger.
Right, no
But
doubt.
I feel like we've really shown consistent flashes this past season, and I think our goal in the offseason is just to, you know, get back to that level quicker.
Yeah.
You've been really open recently about your battle and the fact that you're dealing with depression. So what inspired you to do that and to be so open, which I very much so commend you for, and what's your goal there?
Honestly, it was my aunt. My aunt's pretty much been like, you know, a second mom. And she had breast cancer when I was younger. And not until I was older did I realize that it was as serious as it was. She almost died. And she's in remission now. And you know, her coming out and speaking out about her breast cancer kind of inspired me, you know, because you know, she's helped so many people, and you know, if she can do it, you know, I should too. So.
We, we love when guys come on here and they're transparent, and I can appreciate it because I identify with this so much. Now, being a ball player, I know there's so many highs, and people, all they see is the highs. But then there's these lows that we got to deal with. I remember tearing my ACL and sitting in a hotel room alone and literally drinking my sorrows away, thinking I'll never run and jump as high as I will, and I won't make as much money. And I didn't know that I was depressed until I wrote about it later because I enjoy putting my pen to the paper. You also write music and songs, and we're talking about this album. Now, how did you turn what you were going through into song?
I don't really talk much, especially in big groups. Like, the bigger the group, the more quiet I am. I don't know what it is about the guitar that, the guitar speaks for me when I can't. And I think it's kind of the same thing with the songs. I mean, after you come up with the music, you kind of start to hear words and write them down and form a song that way.
Mm-hmm. We have one of your songs. It's called The Stumble. We're going to play it. Before we do, what inspired it? What's the song about?
Oh, this is a Freddie King cover. It's a blues standard. The Stumble is one of the songs that only serious guitar players play because it's got to sound good. It's kind of like there's no words. It's a normal blues shuffle, and you get about 3 minutes to show what you got. So it's an old school blues song. We recorded it just like Chess Records. Everyone in the room at the same time. Amps at 15.
Amps at 15. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Can we play it?
Yeah,
Let's play The Stumble, guys.
Yeah.
Let's roll it.
He's in our band too.
Wow.
We're a 5-piece.
That is
Love
fire.
it. Tell us about it. Tell us more about recording that. The guys on piano's crazy. The guitar's great.
Incredible.
Yeah, I love my band. All of them are accomplished musicians. I'm actually probably the worst player in the band. Our bass player plays with Derek Trucks and Susan Tedeschi. I'm sorry if I messed that up. My guitar player and pianist were in this really popular band called Fat Burger. It was a jazz band, and
Great joint, too.
yeah.
What role would Philip Rivers play in your band?
Philip Rivers would be. Honestly, I could see Philip as a drummer. I mean, I don't know what his rhythm is like. I feel like Phil's got rhythm.
Yeah.
I feel like he could be a drummer.
What about Bosa? He's a roadie?
No.
He's a roadie.
He's moshing in the front row.
Bosa's definitely a lead singer.
Yeah.
Actually, no,
Yeah?
Bosa's more of a bass player. His personality is a bass player, but the Bosa I know is a lead singer.
I love it, man.
Well, tell people where they can find the album.
You can find it at iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, everywhere digital.
That's awesome, man. Well, listen, I can appreciate what you do on the field,
Thank you.
being that I play, but I'm more excited about what you're doing off of it, man, and your transparency. Thank you for opening up.
Thanks
Joe
for
Barksdale in the
Yeah.
building. We appreciate
Joe
you, man. Good
Barksdale.
luck next season, man.
Thank you,
Kick
man.
butt. Keep putting them
Thank
big
you.
old mitts on everybody. I've never seen a guitarist look so handsome and so big,
Looks
man.
good, man. Butterflies, rainbows, and moonbeams.
Yeah.
Incredible.